For today's tip, we are going to talk about a civil 3D tool that if you didn't know about it, if nobody told you about it, you don't even know about it. It's part of the Analyze tab up in the ribbon. So to get to this tool, you would go under Ribbon, Analyze, and the tool we're talking about is this inquiry tool. And so when you have a model or something that is already built or bits of information that you need to get, this inquiry tool will help with a lot of that. What I mean by that is we have different bits of information we can pull from our model or from our design, which is points, surfaces, alignments, profile view, profile, section view, section, and corridor section. So let's run down through all of these and see what we can do from each of them. So under points, there's point inverse, which is really nice when you're looking at survey information. Is if you need to have the inverse between 2 points, you can do that by selecting 1 point and then maybe another point is out here. And it will give you a list of information. You can also do it by point number. So you can actually pull in that information and it brings in a report and all the information that we have in this inquiry tool can be copied to a clipboard or exported out. So it is nice to have that kind of inverse information for our points. The next one, if we look at surface, we have two different bits of information. Elevation, surface elevation at point, or grade at point. So if I decided, hey, look, I'm going to look at how this road is done, I'm going to select anywhere on the surface and it gives us a flow arrow. And within that information, it gives us the percentage slope, the grade or slope. It gives us the XYZ coordinates for that point and then slope direction. So it gives us a good bit of information. If we move into surface elevation and grade between 2 points, this is really great whenever we're looking at a swell or any bits of information like that. I select my first point and then my second point, and it will give me all of the information for that line, including a consistent slope between the two and the grade between the two. Slope direction is very similar to the point information for a surface, but it goes into more detail. It's great to get that information again for a swell. Alignment does something similar. We do station, offset. So instead of hitting we need to put in a label to know where our station and everything is, I just selected my alignment A, which is this road, and then I select a section within it, and it tells me there's the station, there's the offset, there's the XYZ. So if I needed to find exactly where that intersection is, which we do have an intersection label here, I still can look at the station and the offset of that. So based off that alignment, it tells me all that information. Of course, there's a series of informations for alignment that we can utilize here. In lieu of actually placing in a label, we can utilize this. So profile view station elevation at a point, or even profile view elevation at grade between points. Let's look at that one. So let's select our profile, and this one will work just fine. And so now that we have our profile, road A, we can select point 1, point 2, and see it gives us the percent slope, or the grade and the slope. It gives us those 2 points, and I can continue through those 2 points. So I can go, hey, look, select here, that is our slope. It's very neat and quick ways to find information. So under profile, we also have, remember, the profile view is the grid, profile object. This is more talking about profile objects. So profile station elevation, and there's also profile elevation difference at station. So we can actually look at this point and say, hey, look, I'm going to look at that profile, hit OK, and when I select it, it will tell me exactly that elevation at that point. So it's great to know exactly what an elevation is along a curve in the middle, don't have to guess. I know that that elevation is 784.288. So if I needed to know exactly where a particular station is, 750, it'll tell me exactly where it is. So really nice, neat, quick way to find information, to be able to reduce the amount of time doing a large amount of calculations. Section and section views do something really similar to our profile and profile views. And then corridor station information, which will give us an offset and an elevation, distance between the two, and even distance at an offset. So the inquiry tool is really great for grabbing information and exporting it out, especially about a specific point or more detailed information within your design. So take advantage of this tool. It works great.